Hello everyone, how's it going today? Happy Friday! We are back to continue working on our Botanical Garden. We got bag number 11, and before anybody asks, I did get the replacement parts. They did put the two bags into one bag, so I will have to make sure that I keep track of what is what. Now, the good thing is that I did do a spot check. I didn't check, like, every single piece, but it does look like everything is there. So, that is very, very good news. Anyway, let's go ahead and start with bag number 11. Howdy, Dark Jade. How's it going? Yay, we have the things now. Exactly. I'm very happy to have the things. The cool things. Reading the BattleTech Universe book that has so much lore in it. Nice. I have been giving myself a crash recourse in Al-Qadim information, since the players are going to be taking a little dip there. Let's make her happy. Happy barista. There we go. Now you're watching my Suikoden 2 LP. Nice. Alright, where is my... There we go. Let's go ahead and get this up and zoom in. Oop. That's the wrong button. That's the right button. I've been wondering if I was going to do that. The disable camera button is right next to the zoom, so it's like every single time I'm like, now don't hit the disable button. Don't hit the disable button, and then finally it happens. So here she is wearing her apron. It's got a reverse face there. It's not super duper happy. But a neat little cap with hair. We'll go ahead and put her there because we're gonna put her into this part soon. Doing good off for the holiday season? I'm not technically off for any holiday ever. I will be streaming for you all next week. Okay, couple clear mugs here. I want some pizza. I haven't had pizza in a while. And technically a while might just be like a week and a half. But still, that's a while, right? That's what I'm going with. Alright, got light blue 1x1 cylinder brick. Terrible Taskmasters, no Thanksgiving, no Christmas, and forget July 4th. I mean, sometimes I can choose to not do things, and sometimes I have to, depending on what family expects of me. Ugh, family. So rude. Actually, I need a black 1x2 there. Oh yeah, no, it's fine. I don't. I joke about it, but I like doing what I'm doing. And I mean, like, I work on my own hours, so I can take off whatever day I want, to a certain extent. So I can just choose to say, screw you guys, I'm staying home. There we go. Now we get the black 2x2 with half tile, 1x2 to 1x2 upward bracket. If there weren't any space elevators, they would be long gone thanks to the Endless Wars. I mean, the one on Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is still around. There we go. Got our gauge on top of our espresso machine. I know. I'm not always home, Lord Canis. I do have to go out occasionally. Alright, and that goes right there in that corner. You'd send me pizza, but they haven't yet invented the internet teleportation technology yet. I know. You wouldn't download a pizza? Yeah, actually, I kind of would. Alright, so let's get some donuts hanging here. I don't know if they're hanging to dry, if this is just some sort of display, like dominance display thing. Oh well, alright. Yep. Actually, get that in there. And then this one. 3D printed foods. That is true. That is coming. That is coming. I mean, it's kind of here. I'm still waiting for solid in vitro meat. And by solid, I mean tastes about right. There we go. Get you... There. I'll have to figure out if there is more that needs to be done there in a moment. Let's get these tiles on. Battletech Universe, Venus was colonized and was a fairly nice place to live until some idiot tried to use a solar shield as a weapon. I mean, that's gonna happen. There we go. Got our donuts there. Now... the 1x2 to 1x2 center brackets, upward brackets, which are a very, very cool piece. There we go. Nice little display window underneath the counter. Go ahead and tilt them up so they're at an angle. There is there is lab-grown meat. It's just the flavor isn't quite there yet. We still need to work on that. But like to a certain extent, one of the useful applications is like sausage, where a lot of the meat flavor is coming from things like spices and stuff like that. Anyway. So that's kind of its big promise. But it also has to, you know, be reasonably priced. All right. Get our computer screen on here. And get the... Okay, so that's upward, all right. Speaking of, I saw that, I haven't had a chance to, like, read or skim the article yet, but they actually have a drug for sleep apnea that's just been approved. That's pretty cool. That's something that my father and mother have suffered from, so wouldn't surprise me if I end up suffering from it too. One day. Howdy, Minor Trader. Okay, and right in there. It's actually a former weight loss drug, or, like, also a weight loss drug, which apparently was developed from lizard saliva. You know, never underestimate what those silly-sounding studies are going to lead to. All right, so spare parts. We've got a light lavender spiral ice cream poop piece, beige 1x1 tile, clear 1x1 cylinder tile, 1x1 cylinder tiles in nougat with a donut and cookie print, gray 1x1 cylinder tile with dial print, white 1x1 cylinder tile with top peg, or top pin, peg, no peg, and a white teacup. So a nice assortment of spare parts. Alright, bag number 12. One bag. Let me grab you. Thank you. Move back a little bit. I said that too, not a rogue AI. I didn't leave that out. I would never leave that out. Like, that's important stuff, important usage. Alright, we got our windows, the door, more windows. Well, there was also a news article that I saw recently about the 5th person to have AIDS cured. So that's pretty awesome, too. I mean, like, think how much that's going to help so many people. So hopefully that can be expanded into, like, full-blown trials and treatments and everything like that. All right, 1x2x3 there. Been playing a good amount of Peglin. Nice. The awaited chip really saved you in the last run. Is that the one that you get from the Peglin, like flipping the chip? I can't remember what that one does. Is that the one that makes it so that some of you have like a ×2 to ×0.5 drop slot or something? That's it, yeah. Yeah, it can be super useful. I don't get it very often. Ah. Well, that is a neat print. You zoom in on this one. Now, I don't actually have any brown mugs or brown teacups. So I'm very curious about that. I want some. Don't tease me like this game, Lego. Gimme. Favorite moment was the time you did over 20 million damage to a common enemy. I haven't even done that much on a cheese run, like a custom run where I've chosen my stuff. I've only gotten it up to the 5-digit range. Alright, so this is going to go in the back. Let's go ahead and turn this a bit. Okay. Yeah, that's right there. Alright. Looking at your realm in CK2 and noticing that in just 2 years of having the red panda culture and having them have a kingdom, they've had 2 or 3 revolts almost back to back. Yeah, that tends to happen when you have cultures that are wildly different. It's almost as if people like to be ruled by their own culture in CK2. Almost. Started to show an exponent in the damage. Good lord. No, I have not seen that. Was that using Crucible, or were you playing a custom game? No, Faction Revolt. I'm talking about Faction Revolts too. Because it means that the it makes the leader weak. It means that it's easier for them to get enough people on their side, etc., etc. It was a normal game. Nice. So you got that over 9,000 achievement there, then, huh? I have not gotten that one myself. I have been surprised at how well I've done on my last few Crucible runs. Like, it has not taken me too many times to get through it. Bored with the moving pegs, you had pegs durable and got a few multi-balls. Oh yeah, that one is fairly easy to get high numbers on. I have not hit 20 million, though. Let alone 1 million. Okay, there's that, and I need a second one. It also cleared the board. I'm surprised it managed to clear the board. Like, in all honesty. It can be so hard to hit all of those pegs. You got rather high damage outputs in Peglin, with just that one slime orb that doesn't do damage but has all the slimes in it. The object which refreshes the board every so many pegs hit. Gift that keeps on giving. The item that does damage every peg refreshed. Yeah, I can see that doing it. Yeah, I've gotten some fun numbers with that too. Everyone has minus 250 opinion because of domain too big. Yeah, so, like... And that's gonna happen. There's reasons why they are gonna, rebel all the time. Alright, let's see. Alright, side stud. 1x1 plates. This orb does no damage. You make me laugh, Gay. But is that doing damage, like, chip damage? Or is that doing, damage, when the peg actually, the ball actually falls out of the board? Because that's like chip damage, right? I mean, a pretty substantial amount of chip damage, but still, chip damage, massive chip damage. Yeah, I'm not sure if that would trigger the over 9,000. I mean, that's a great way to clear the board of all the enemies. I have done that before. I've killed bosses with that before. There we go. Alright, now I need another one of these. And... whatever damage you take, you just heal because of all the super durable green slime pegs. Yeah. I've had that one too. I hate when you have something like that, but then you get to the wall boss in the castle, which, short of dodging, which I'm pretty sure does work, like, you can't heal your way to winning that fight. So I find that very annoying. There we go. Alright, let's get our door in here. Like, honestly, I hate that fight. I really hate that fight. It's one of my least favorites. You got over 9,001 on your first victory against the dragon? Yeah, that fight does have the potential for a lot of damage. Oddly enough, I find durable bad for that fight. Because it tends to force your pegs down into the corners where you're not doing as much damage. It can hide the refreshes from you. Oh yeah, and a door handle. The only wall boss you dislike is the wall boss in Final Fantasy IV? See, I mean, I hated that one when I first played it, but ever since, it's fine. That guy's not too difficult. You've had great luck with durable on the dragon fight, especially when it falls into the hole where the dragon is inhaling. So, again, like, my problem is that it tends to fall into a slot. You can't dig down into the peaks. And you can get more damage out of the peaks. Especially if you have something that gives you bonus damage based on money. Yeah, peg refresh and then damage every time it refreshes. It's a really good combo. Alright, there we go. Got our 2 windows. Slot 1 in right here, and the other one right there. Alright, let me actually flip this around. Let's see, is that... Alright. Sorry, horse. I need the space. Horse understands. There we go. That's a bit better. We had a run where you could refresh bombs and had items that negated the drawback of the bomb refresh item, and then an orb that turned pegs into bombs. My problem with those is that that tends to leave empty boards that you can't do anything with. I've had things like that happen where on a long fight I've ended up with virtually empty boards because the pegs are destroyed. You can't refresh them when they're turned into bombs. Horse is fine with it. There we go. We got him down there. Like using hand grenades in Fallout 76 are just perfect in situations with raiders that shoot from cover. Fire in the hole! Alright, there we go. Get those arches in. Two by 6, 2x2 half tile. There we go. Ugh. Gotta flip it around again. I'll have to figure something out for these wider builds. Alright, let's see. So we have a 1x1x4 antenna. Really goes off on a high note. I need to watch that. I don't have Paramount Plus, though. It being animated turned me off at the beginning, but every Star Trek fan that I know really likes it. Okay, so the BB-8 head. There we go, and a bar with clip. And another BB-8 head. And another bar with clip. Giving us little hanging plants. I mean, I'll be honest, it probably helped that the much more anticipated Picard was such a dud, early on at least. Alright, so we got our little hanging plants there. The big difference, of course, being that the people, it seems like the people who worked on Lower Decks are not only Star Trek fans, but actually understand Star Trek, whereas the people who worked on Picard were not. And I do mean that in both both ways. I blame the showrunner. I can't remember what his name is. He stopped being showrunner for Season 3, and the show got better. Yeah, like, the first 2 seasons, not only do they get Star Trek wrong, but they actually, like, it negates major episodes from Next Generation. Again, I haven't actually seen it myself. I've just, you know, seen friends talk about it and Red Letter Media's reviews. Okay, and that goes in right here. Push that plant up there a little bit. Okay, get our column here. Alright. Silver 1x2 grate and a 1x2 to 1x2 downward bracket for, I assume, is an air conditioning vent. Get that there, bumped it a bit. Get the railing in here. Archway, and 1x6 brick. Alright. There we go. Also think Star Trek Lower Decks had the first Orion as part of its main cast, at least for the original canon universe. Because didn't they have an Orion lady in the reboot movies? Oh, she wasn't main cast. Fair enough. I haven't seen those, really. I think I saw the first one. And I was like, this is kind of crap. Some of the actors do a good job. Like, you could take a lot of those actors and turn that into, you know, the continuing adventures. Set that, you know, I either do an academy thing where they're in the academy, or a continuing adventures where they're continuing the 5-year mission that got preemptively canceled. But to reboot everything, it just for me, that's just Alright, white 1x1 cylinder plate with bar, and beige 1x1 cylinder tile with top peg as spare parts. That is it. Alright, next up, bag 13. Honestly, my biggest disappointment about Next Gen and Deep Space Nine was the lack of appearance of the classic aliens. Other than Vulcans. You know, no Andorians, no none of the no Orions, none of the. I mean, you got mentions, but stuff like that. Just not a fan that they didn't get to show up. All right. I mean, the thing is like, I think that was a directive from Roddenberry. Like, once he was dead, it's like, who cares? Oh no, I know that. Including the cat person race from the animated series. I just think that some of them should have shown up in Next Gen and Deep Space Nine. I don't know. I mean, it's been a while since I've seen the animated series. Somehow I'm not surprised, Bahamut. I don't know what it was that made me expect that. I can't imagine. Oop, that is dark green. I do not want dark green. I think when I picked that up, I thought it was just in shadow. Innocent schminnocent. Alright, let's see. That feels a little bit tight. There we go. Alright, that's better. Okay. Clip that there, and fold it in. Alright, so we've got a nice little trellis with some plants, and then okay, 1x2 round end tiles. Find that mold mark there. These are all offset. And then a 1x1 cylinder tile right there on the end. There we go. Alright, so we got the nice brickwork there. Okay. Double dark leaves. There, and there. And there. Okay, now get our 3 1x2 plates with round ends. Dark green, regular green, and another regular green. And then the tulip bulbs. Somehow I'm not surprised about that either, Lord Cadmus. There we go. There we go, got second set of tulips. And then we get our tulips in there. Alright, there we go. Okay, next up. Alright, we got our 3 green 6-stem plants and a whole lot of red peonies. Our new red peony plant pieces. Gotta check your laundry. Just wait for hours, leave it in there for hours, and then be like, oh crap, I'm about to go to bed, now I gotta wait up for an hour. That's how you properly do laundry, sir. Tulips together? Ah. So fired. I remember back in the 90s, there was a rumor that there was going to be a Star Trek Excelsior, I think. Not Excelsior. Was it Excelsior? The one that Sulu commanded in the 6th movie. They were going to make a TV series based on that. Still disappointed that that didn't get made. Laundry is still washing. There we go. Okay, and then over here, we get the dark orange pair of leaves. And then our small 3-stem flower stem pieces. I'm surprised they never did remember in there was the noir Spider-Man from Into the Spider-Verse. I'm surprised that never got made into a movie of its own or a series, because it was kind of neat. And when I watched that, and I was like, wait a second, that's Nick Cage. I kind of thought that would have been pretty cool. And then we get a couple neat lamps. There we go. Alright, spare parts. We got a yellow tulip and a clear gem. Spare parts. Second contact missions, yeah. I mean, those are pretty important. Alright, bag number 14. I believe that we are going over here now. Ooh. Green pumpkin. Have to love cetacean ops. I am surprised that they even managed to get more Ghostbusters made, considering certain actors' involvement in it who don't typically want to have involvement in it. Guess they offered Bill Murray enough money. I haven't actually seen any of the new ones yet. Last night I did watch, completely unrelated to all of that, but a very, very good movie. I have, of course, seen it before, but I always enjoy watching it. The Name of the Rose. Love that movie. So good. There we go, and see if we can flip this around so that it is a little bit easier to work with. Oh yeah, that's showing up good. Alright. That in here. There we go. Alright. Just the two macaroni bricks. One right there. One right there. 1x2. 1x2. And a 1x1 slipped in right there. Ernie Hudson, despite being the oldest out of all three, looks very young for his age. Oh, no, yeah, Ernie Hudson is in amazing shape. And Ernie Hudson needs to be in more movies. Ernie Hudson is a damn fine actor who should be in more movies. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's been in a lot, but I mean, like, good movies. Winston is your favorite Ghostbuster? Winston is awesome, yeah. Criminally underutilized. He was supposed to have a much more substantial role in the original movie, and they pared it down, and that is such a shame. Go. get the little sign right there. Alright, so green peony and dark green 1x1 cylinder plates with hollow studs. Getting 3 of these. Fourth one, and a dark pink flower. There we go. Nice little cactus, succulent. That right there. And green, bright green pumpkin with a flower on top, right there. Winston's your second favorite. Egon has a top spot. Not surprised about that either, Low Money. Not exactly sure what gave that away either, Lil Bunny. I'll have to think about that. Howdy, Kinshir. How's it going? Wonder what a green pumpkin would taste like? Underripe Bahamut. I think that's what it would taste like. Oh, actually. This is this way. You know, I actually won a giant pumpkin once. There was this contest at school, and I won it. And the reward was it was just like a raffle. It was like a drawing. You didn't actually have to do anything to get it. It was just some kid in school would win the giant pumpkin. My sister really, really wanted it. And I won it, and I didn't give a crap. Like, I did not care. And to this day, my sister is still not happy about that. She cites that as Ald wins everything and I don't. I don't know what to say. Just gotta get lucky, you know? Yeah, definitely doesn't. Well, money. You don't have to worry about things like that. I mean, I love my sister, don't get me wrong. But I do like to tease her about that, too. I'm, again, required by law to do that. There we go. I got some more succulents there. Okay, that looks like that is it. Okay. Beige 1x1 plate, beige 1x1 quarter cylinder tile, tan 1x1 tile, 2 pink 5-petal flowers, 1 bright orange 7-petal flower, 1 dark pink 1x1 flower plate, bright lime green 1x1 cylinder plate with a hollow stud, and a green 1x1 dome light as our spare pieces. It's the principle of it, Lel Bunny. She wanted it, I want it. I take it you don't have siblings. Trying to think on how to approach the offering of articles to the Piazza fan magazine stuff for Spelljammer. I would actually focus on, like, I would probably do it as a series, with the individual, like, on the individual spheres. I think that's what I would do. You have siblings? Didn't go to the same school as you? Or is there a big age difference? If you don't mind me asking, of course. Like, the thing is, Lord Canis, what you want is... You want each article to be usable on its own. A sphere overview... I mean, I guess a sphere overview could be usable if there's just enough information for someone to have it as background. Similar ages, different reasons. Okay, well, I don't know. In my experience, as a brother and an uncle, usually when one kid gets something, the other kid wants it too, even if they don't actually want it. When they're young. Like, this was elementary school. Like, little kids have this intense view of fairness kind of thing. If my sibling who is 1 year different than me gets something, then I want it too. Even if I don't really ever plan to use it. It's not exactly what's yours should be mine as well, because it's not that they want to, like... They want their own. If you get something, then they want their own kind of thing. I mean, it's not always the case, and it varies from kid to kid and family to family and everything like that. But there is definitely an element of, you know, Joey got this, I need it too. So fun having older siblings who are good at math and all your teachers think that you should have the same talent. Luckily, I didn't have that. I'm going to give the articles a sense of being cataloged by one of the few spelljammers to make it there and back. That's fair. I would... In that case, what I would do is either treat it like the old ecology of articles, where you have the narrative and then footnotes, and then a section at the end with the game information, which you can still keep that rules light if you want it, or you can have it as rules heavy as you want. Siblings suck when you're young, but if they're good people, then they're great when you're older. Obviously, if the siblings suck when you're older, then they just suck, and they don't have to be siblings anymore. You legitimately can't choose who your family is. Got a crappy parent? They do not have to be your parent anymore. Have a wonderful aunt who raised you? That can be your mother. That's fine. I'm just saying, more on the lines of, like, do what you need to do. I mean, I know people who could not wait to, like, never speak with some family members ever again, and haven't. And I know people who see their family all the time and greatly enjoy them, so... Like, it all depends on your individual family dynamics. Do what's right for you. How big was this pumpkin? I mean, I was, like, in kindergarten, so it was ginormous to me. But I don't know how big it was. I mean, it was a legitimately large pumpkin. Bigger than almost any you'd find at your grocery store kind of thing, or wherever you buy your Halloween pumpkins. I do not remember how I got it home. I was like in kindergarten. I don't remember a lot. Actually, Lord Canis, go with the Seekers. If you want a really good, like, a good narrative about discovery of something, of a crystal sphere, the Seekers are always the best because they are expected to, you know, detail their explorations and send in reports to, you know, send in reports to the headquarters. Might have been 20 pounds. I really do not know. Like, I was a kindergartner. I was in kindergarten. I did not care about it, though. Might have been first grade. Something like that. I mean, couldn't have been second grade. Because my sister would not have been in the same school as me at that point. So it was either kindergarten or first grade. Was it a carving? It was a carving pumpkin. The only thing we ever did food-wise with actual pumpkins was roast pumpkin seeds. Which weren't really my thing. Ended up killing your darlings in article writing. You started with a lot of details, but you found that if you focused on the materials the article needed to be about, the details created could be saved for a follow-up. Yeah. That's a great way of doing it. You know, details can be in follow-up stuff. One day I will have time to actually write some things up for the magazine. One day. One day. But yeah, the Seekers are, they are all about exploring and gathering information. So it could be sending in the report once they've gotten back to a, you know, Brawl or a Seeker base in one of the other systems. Well, it's a fanzine. It's online. No, it's not from Hackjammer. I mean, it's doubly awesome because Roger Moore, the author of one of the Spelljammer novels, editor of Dragon magazine for many years, is contributing. Pretty darn prestigious. Can't tell you how many times I have to be like, no, don't ask him random questions. Keep the fanboying to Roger E. Moore, not that Moore, not that different person, same name. But yeah, he who's a creator of such wonderful locations as Iron Piece and Herd Space. Sadly, Wizards of the Coast does not do that anymore. I was having a conversation with some people, and it got me thinking about an article that I'd recently read about the Netflixification of movies. So basically, Netflix doesn't, like... That's true, he did. The early ones. He did write those. Oh man, why'd you have to remind me? Now I want to bug him about mine, see what he thinks. I gotta not be a fanboy. But yeah, so the Netflixification of movies is, like... Netflix is not out there trying to create art, and they don't really care about that from creators either. They want content, because Netflix is not a movie studio. They are a tech company. And the Netflixification of movies is basically just trying to churn out movies frequently. Like a new movie every week kind of thing. That people can watch without watching, just have them on in the background, and they actually send notes to the directors saying, have the actors say what they're doing, so that people who are not, actively watching, who are, like someone who is cleaning house and has it on, can follow along with what's going on. And, it doesn't make memorable movies, and you're getting much the same from a lot of other companies as well. Howdy, Sealand, how's it going? So, this conversation I had with some other people made me realize that there's something similar going on with Wizards of the Coast. They're not producing much content anymore of their own. And they're leaving it up to fans, basically, through DM's Guild, which they get a cut of. But the whole goal is to just have new stuff on DM's Guild all the time, as opposed to curated, advertised, play-tested material. And it reduces the, memorableness of stuff. Like, lazy commodification is a good way of describing it, yeah. But it's not even lazy, because it's just changing, like, they put a lot of work into it. But their work is ending up, like, not creating art, you could say. Same thing with Netflix. Like, name a director, a fresh-faced director who directed a movie for Netflix who has, like, become the next Scorsese, or an up-and-coming Scorsese-type director, or something like that, There aren't any, Name a movie that you watched on Netflix, a Netflix original movie. Not TV. Their TV is okay. It's pretty good, in some cases, because it's going for a different thing. But name a Netflix movie that has stood out as like, just an absolute banger of a film. Sand Green, indeed. Indeed. There really aren't any. And that's what Wizards of the Coast is doing. You know, you ask someone who got into D&D back in 1E, 2E days, BECME, and they can tell you about awesome awesome Dragon magazine articles and awesome published adventures and supplements and stuff like that. And you know, what do you have from Wizards of the Coast along that lines? Netflix original movie, AuldDragon, Behind the Dragon Front of the Flames. It's not even no risk on dramas must have broad appeal. It's not about appeal. In fact, they don't want it to have appeal. They want it to be something that you can just have on and not pay attention to. That kind of used to be the modus operandi of Lifetime, to a certain extent. My mother, as a teacher, would grade papers while watching Lifetime because she didn't have to pay much attention to it and could just glance up and know what was going on. You know, pick up what was going on and stuff like that. And in fact, one of her male coworkers, she recommended the same thing, and he came back one time and was like, "Wow, that really did work." The only way a Netflix movie will have appeal is if they make a documentary on citrus fruits. Or bananas. You ended up grading your papers to old Western movies? Okay, so white 1x1 cylinder plate with hollow stud is the spare piece. With Shrapnel, the Battletech magazine, it has fiction, game material, sometimes new mech builds. Yeah, I mean, like, you had that with Dragon magazine, and I know multiple authors, like published authors. One that I really enjoy, Catherine Kerr, who published a series of books called The Devery Cycle, has early Dragon magazine articles and D&D products. Like, that's where she got her start in writing and getting published. And you don't have that anymore. Like, there were these ways for people to get started and get recognized and get industry experience. That was actual industry experience, and you don't have that anymore. And it's because of DM's Guild. And also because of... Alright, it's bag 16. Because of DM's Guild itself, like, Ed Greenwood, Eric Boyd, Stephen Shend, they've all published things on DM's Guild, and they've made virtually no money, like, you know, pocket change. And these guys, these are some of the best Forgotten Realms authors. I mean, obviously Ed Greenwood is the creator of it. So yeah, it's not great. It's not great. Okay, so I'm putting pieces in there that I know I don't need. I know I don't need some of these, but I'll go through. DM's Guild also has no editor, no quality control. Yep. No scroll? Well, the scroll would be too early. Like, standard Spelljammer material is maybe right as the Second Unhuman War is getting started. So they would have been secret. Maybe right afterwards, when they would have just attempted to conquer the known space, so yeah, no screw. Sounds like a good time. You know, just when the elves finally got fed up with goblinoids raiding all their outposts and spheres and everything like that, and finally said, all right, time to kick you out. Get out of here. Run them out of wild space. No, they didn't. There was one attempt in one single sphere, and it backfired to a degree, and the people who tried it died, so we don't have to look at everything through modern lenses. Oh yeah, it's good people. It's good people. Alright, let's see. In the Wild Space magazine, I should clarify. Alright, so this one goes right here. In our stem plant there are 6 stems right there. And get some more here. There we go. And then one more. There's the dark green leaf. There we go. Yeah, if the Seekers are a very loose organization, so oftentimes it's just like one person who catches a ride with other ships, like on a ship, gets passage to a new place kind of thing. They may hire on as a helmsman to a ship going someplace new, if they're a spellcaster. So the Seekers generally operate as independent individuals as opposed to ships. Now, obviously, if a Seeker has the wherewithal to actually purchase a ship themselves, then yeah, you might get that, and then it's going to be whatever feels appropriate to them, to that individual. So it depends on whether you want the, if you use a Seeker, depends on whether you want the Seeker to actually own the ship that he or she uses, to have gotten to your spheres, or were they hiring on as a crew or passenger on another vessel? Or did they actually own their own ship? At which point, choose a ship that you feel is appropriate for them. But they would be very unlikely to have anything particularly expensive or rare or anything like that, because they need to have the resources to get one of those. In looking up these terms, you ran across a fun word to say, phlogiston? Yes. Phlogiston is very fun to say. The flow. And we got a little bunny. Little bunny eating the plants. It'd be very much pissing my mother off. He's definitely eaten the flowers off of this plant, this one down here. Okay. So bright orange, an orange peony, and then a green 1x1 cylinder plate with hollow stud, and a bright green hot dog. Right there. Okay. The bright green hot dog goes there. And then we have a 3L bar. Leaving salad out and complaining they eat it? Yeah, exactly. Leaning toward owning their own ship. Well, so would they be a wizard? Because they might have like minimal crew on a dragonfly. Obviously, if they're wealthy and they want to, you know, maybe they're a merchant who's a member of the Seekers, then they could have a galleon that they get, you know, buy some cargo and then go off exploring and hope that they can sell it. That said, a galleon is a very good vessel for hiding when you get to a planet that is Spelljammer, that is not Spelljammer aware. Because you can land it and, you know, it'll oftentimes seem like just a regular ship. Alright, so we definitely did get some spare parts. I don't know what is going to be exactly spare, because we haven't done the, whatever the rest of these parts are. There might be some of these. I'm pretty sure this flower is. Pretty sure this hot dog is. But I don't know what else is going to be extra, so let's go ahead and put all of these back into the bag. Well, water landings are just regular, and you can just sail into a port and be like, oh yeah, we're just from across the sea, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, come from water deep. Where is that? Oh, it's across the sea. But a dragonfly is small enough that you could land it in a forest clearing. You could land on worlds without a whole lot of water, like a desert planet. How would a Spelljammer ship best defend itself against Illithids, and what would you say would be the best way around those defenses? Well, the best defense against Illithids, Mad Martin, is to fire all their weapons constantly, keep away, and just straight up murder the Illithids. That would be the best way. The best way for the Illithids to get around those defenses is there is no way. They can't do that. That's just impossible. Illithids should just give up right then and there. And not even bother trying. I hope that answered your question. Alright. Bag number 17. This might be the last one that we do. No, we can do it. Maybe another one. Sounds suspicious? It's not at all. It's quite reasonable, actually. No expert, but you think space butter would attract them more? I don't know, Mad Martin. Have you ever tasted illithid tentacles fried in butter? I don't think you have. They are pretty tasty. It's more for what you dub the archaic nautiloids, not sure what these newer wooden ones have. There is only wooden ones. Only wooden ones. Alright, there we go. We got a dark blue pack, which I don't think has been done before. It's one side to her face. Okay, there we go. Let's zoom in on her. There you go. Cute little jacket there. Nice texture on the back, which is not the easiest to see. Black lines on dark blue, not the easiest to see. Okay. You like the outfit? Yeah, it's pretty nice. Beholders, even rogue beholders, tend to be a little bit too greedy to go the seeker route, I think. Like, if you want a non-traditional race, I would definitely go illithid. Or a traditionally evil race. They're more civilized. Once you go illithid, you never go back. Where is the other log brick? There it is. What, and a beholder wouldn't, Lord Canis? I mean, there's a reason why illithids have an embassy on Brawl, and beholders do not. Is there a way to return an illithid back to being a normal non-illithid form? It's permanent. But easiest thing is to just ignore that it's a thing. Alright, the music is very quiet, and I don't know why. Oh, because I forgot to set it to repeat. That would do it. Running out of playlist, that would do it. A deity could. Deity, well, at least of certain power levels. Intermediate and greater, certainly. I don't know about a wish. Reincarnate would not work, because you have to have the body for reincarnate. And it would not technically be the person's body anymore. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then 2 plates. And a 1x2 plate. And then a dark green vine. And that goes right there. Yeah, Ceramorphosis is, and like that's one of the reasons why I don't like Ceramorphosis. It is a really awful original sin type situation for any Illithid that doesn't want to be evil. Like again, it's something that I've said before. If you want to advocate for your race to not be evil, how do you do that when your race's very survival depends on being evil? Like, you literally cannot exist without this evil act of creation. I don't know that, you could really find willing hosts. Certainly not many. Just like, you know, who would willingly want to be eaten? Alright, so we have got some pictures and posters, including a little pupper. A little pupper. Very cute. Alright, there we go. And then we get one on the other side. Yeah, even as an execution, you're still, like, maybe you could argue that that's a neutral position. Like, that's a way for the race to not be evil, but to be neutral instead. But even then, I feel like that's... And, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to, you know, like, rehabilitate Illithids and make them into a good race. I don't want them to be a good race. But I do want non-evil members of the race. Howdy, Shield of Hope. It's totally not an Illithid, but you'd be uncomfortable. Yeah, like, I mean, Ceramorphosis works if Illithids are just pure evil. Unremitted evil. Unchanging. Evil to their core. Inherently evil. But they're not actually described that way? Like, they really aren't? Because, again, you can work with them. And we have examples of non-evil Illithids. I mean, I do think that there is a way to have Ceramorphosis work without getting rid of it. I still don't like it. But that would simply be having Ceramorphosis act as a shortcut. A way to get a full-grown Illithid in a matter of days rather than years. But still, it's just... It's just evil in your mind in a very uncompromising way. Yeah, it is. It is. That's why they changed gnolls to be born literally bursting out of hyenas, because they wanted a pure evil creature for low-level characters to fight. It's like, but you don't need that. You just have characters that have chosen to be evil. There you go. All right, so we have on the wall here the headsets for like guided tours in the Botanical Garden. I like that little element there. So yeah, it's just one of my bugaboos, so to speak, of just I don't like it. It feels bad. When did Ceramorphosis become a thing? That started with the Illithiad, second edition. Mid to late second edition, I want to say like 95, 96, 97, somewhere in there. Before that, I can't recall if it was detailed, but given that they had tadpoles and they were called amphibious beings, I think the assumption was pretty clear that they just, lay eggs like frogs that become tadpoles and eventually grow into a full-grown Illithid. Mind flayers live about 125 years. They are warm-blooded amphibians and spend the first 10 years of life as tadpoles swimming in the Elderbrain pool until they either die, which most do, or grow into adult Illithids on an irregular basis. Adult Illithids feed brains to the tadpoles, which do not molest the Elderbrain. Illithids are hermaphroditic. Each can produce one tadpole twice in its life, which is too few. Right, so that is straight out of the Monstrous Compendium entry for it. So my only issue with that is that's too few tadpoles. One tadpole twice in its life, and most of them die. You're talking about a dying population there. Like, it is impossible for them to expand their population. But that's just a number thing. You can just be like, oh, someone got it wrong. They actually produce a lot more than one. Boom, done. Fixed it. Choosing evil gets all complicated by motivations and personal codes and such. It's a little bit easier in the D&D multiverse because alignment is... like, it's called alignment for a reason. You're aligning yourself with a force. Be it good, evil, law, chaos, neutrality, that kind of thing. So these are all forces, and you're aligning yourself with them. And you can unconsciously align yourself by, just being indoctrinated. Most orcs don't know any different way to live, so yeah, that's why they're, mostly evil, for example. And that's fine. I mean, it's still a game. It doesn't need to emulate things. One would assume good would do good, yeah, and have good motivations. And evil does evil and has evil motivations. They should be producing about as much as a frog. Not necessarily about as much as a frog, because they have the ability to care for the young. But yeah, if most of them die, they do need to produce more than 2 each. Because if most of them are dying, that means that more than half of them are dying, which means you are automatically losing population every single time, like, you know, over time. Actually, no, that does not. Just in case. I'm not sure if this was from this bag or not. 1x1 cylinder plate with a hollow stud. Put it in there just to be on the safe side. What if you go fight the big bad to save the world just because your stuff is there? You could be evil for that. Produces 2.5 tadpoles. Right, there we go. Heard no click. There we go. Yeah, that's in there. All right. Got the railings there for the front steps. About a dozen apiece per spawning with an average of 8 to 9 dying results in a steady increase without explosive growth. Yeah. There we go. I'll put her on the steps there. All right, bag number 18. This will probably be the last bag for tonight. There we go. All right, let's see. What do we have? 1x2s. All right, that goes back here. Alright, we're going to be working on this section, so let's pull this forward a little bit. Pull that back a little bit. Alright, there we go. Okay. There's a tendency of poor writers thinking that evil people are not capable of cooperation when necessary. Yeah. I mean, that's the main reason why most people, you know, ban evil alignments and chaotic neutral alignments from especially organized play, but also just, you know, tables, especially if you don't know what someone can do, because it's like, you know, if you haven't played with someone very much, you don't know if they're going to play an evil alignment well and appropriately, or if they're just going to use it as a, you know, I'm here to screw everything up and have fun at everyone else's expense. So it's just easier to say, no, not allowing it. There we go. Alright, lots of windows. Like, not to say that the Avatar trilogy of novels was the best written, because I don't think it was, but they did have, you know, Kelemvor as, I think he was lawful neutral at the time, and Cyric be best friends, and Cyric was already chaotic evil. But it's like, an evil person can still have friends, but then eventually when, you know, chips are down, Kelemvor betrayed him. You think you'd have fun playing in the Lithid, though? I don't know, Mad Martin. I don't know. It feels a little bit outside your wheelhouse. Go. Now, clear a 1x1 cylinder bricks. And we are using the headlight bricks. Alright, so there we go. Nothing on the bottom, though. Alright, let's see. 4x4 plate. 3x3 plate. And some 1x1s. For realsies, playing in a Lithid focused on gaining knowledge and experience versus being just totally evil would be fun. Yeah. Like, the character Estrus in the Spelljammer novels was a really good character. Because he wasn't evil. And he was the main character's friend. He did have to eat creatures' brains. You know, as you do. But yeah, he was like, to him that was just like, you know, how he lived, and he saw a difference between certain creatures on eating brains, you know? So he didn't eat human brains and stuff. Have to crack a few skulls to make a brain omelet. Mm-hmm. It's true. Yeah, Estrus was a good character. And it's one of the reasons why I was very disappointed in the adventure Dead Gods killing off Manzikorian, because Manzikorian's a really, really fascinating deity. And he is evil, but he's also not, like, psychopathic evil. No humans, just delicious, delicious tinker gnomes. Well, that's just a given. There we go. And there we go. We got a nice little set of skylights up there. I really like how that looks. Okay. And that should go this way. There we go. Alright, 1 by 8 tile. 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2, and 1 by 2. I'm not sure that there's any sugar there. There we go, and let's see. 1 by 4 on either side. There we go. Okay, another 1 by 8 up front. Oh yeah, we got grill tiles and grill tiles. One by 4 and 1 by 4. So you had an idea once for a cleric of a god on par with Malar, a chaotic evil god of beasts and lycanthropy. Oh, you mean Daragor? 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 How do I usually pronounce that? I don't know. But he'd approach his worship in a positive and good way by going out to provide food and stuff for the unfortunate and poor. Although once he goes to recruit new clerics to his god, then he drifts a bit more towards evil in the tests, and that he encourages them to hunt and survive as part of the trial. Okay, 1 by 3 with round ends. Always amusing how in first edition, being insane protected you from psionic blast and other psychic attacks. Alright, let's see. So, 2 by 2 half tiles. There and there. We get a vine here. And it's going to need to be turned out a little bit. I wonder if they'd really let a vine grow like this. It seems Bad for the building. Okay, 1x4 plate right there, and there, and 1x4 round top there, and there. One by one cylinder plates on the ends. Okay, unicorn horn right there in the middle. Bison horn. And bison horn. Okay, and the monkey tails. There we go, making a nice little decoration there on the front. Unfortunately, there are these little hollow elements here which are going to be exposed, but can't do anything about that. And we get a tan birdie. Ooh, ooh! I did not notice that he has a little bit of decoration on his head. Go ahead and zoom in there. Look at that. A little splash of color on his head. That's adorable. Did not know that he had that. Could be decorative plastic vines? I don't think so. I'll see if I can get a view for the camera in a moment. Alright. So, we have a unicorn horn and a bison horn. Actually, what time are we? You know what? Let's do another bag. A unicorn horn, a bison horn, white 1x1 plate, white 1x1 tile, and gray 1x1 cylinder plate with bar as spare parts. Okay, but before we do that, let's see if we can get a camera view of these vines. Yeah, they're definitely growing out of the plant there. Planting. Okay. I actually like my sandwiches plain. I don't like tomato. I like my lettuce only in salads. Love the shade of green. Yeah, dark green is fantastic. Sand green is almost as good. One more bag syndrome strikes. Indeed. I'll be honest, part of it is that I kind of want to finish up next weekend, next Friday. I think a lot of the final bags are fairly small, so... Alright, let's see. There we go. It's an older lady. I think she is wearing... I think that is Harry Potter hair. Alright, let's zoom in on her. Nice sweater design. I said zoom out, please. Thank you. Can't quite grab it. Trying to grab it. Actually, you know what? Let's have her actually looking up at the birdie. There we go. Looking up at the birdie. Alright, next up we have 1x2s with grills. 4 1x6s. And 4 corner bricks. Howdy, Bubba. How's it going? There we go. Another pair of 1x6s. And another pair of corner bricks. There we go. Alright, now we have some tall windows. Not as cool as Tally Legs, though. Definitely should be more things with Tally Legs. There we go. There's second window set. We have a couple chairs, and I'm not sure where the chairs are going to go. They're white, so I'm kind of thinking that they're going to be decoration. Which is going to be interesting. Oops. You know, kind of need to put the window pane into a window that does not currently have a pane. Have they ever done a Stiltwalker fig? Yes-ish. Number one, I have a very, very old idea book that does have someone on stilts. I don't think there's been anything else that used, like, special parts. There might be one that used different parts. It definitely would have used different parts. Alright, so that is going to go in right there. I'll see if I can find that that picture of the minifig. Although, might have to remind me next week, because I am probably going to be pretty busy after this session, after this build session, getting some food and prepping for D&D tomorrow. There we go. Yay for prepping for D&D? I mean, yeah. Oop, I need 2 more of these. In the back corners. Which might be off camera. There we go. Alright. Get our 2 arches here. And here. One by 6 bricks. Apparently did in a circus set. Oh, yeah, like a Friends set? I think there was a Friends set that had, stilts. 1x10 plate. 1x10 plate. And we got 1x3s in the back. There we go. So all, before you get started on this here insanely rough article draft, thoughts on a Goblinoid Seeker? They would have trouble getting into places. The Seekers would definitely be less prone to saying no to a Goblinoid than some other organizations. Yeah, those are beautiful. It's a great new part. I guess I would say it depends on what Seeker. I would say that they probably worship Meriadar. If they worship a Goblinoid deity. Okay, there we go. And that goes right there, over the doorway. Cafe. Figure pack, 60234. Let me take a look. That is more recent. Oh, you know what? I vaguely do remember this one. Well, that's just a guy on some tall bricks. I mean, it works. It's definitely not what I was thinking, though. I think... Do I have one here? I think what I'm thinking of used plates like this. So you had the two plates, and then the headlight pieces. Like, put the headlight pieces there, and have the minifig stand on them. Maybe. Be a little hard to do. I feel like it was something like that. Lean more towards a Hobgoblin due to their more lawful tendencies, so they'd be more likely to adhere to Seeker's policies and guidelines. I mean, the only Goblinoids that are not lawful are bugbears. Unless you include extended Goblinoids like gnolls and ogres. Learning something is sometimes a frustration. No, I know. Are you? What are you learning? If you don't mind sharing. Yeah, but gnolls are not. Flyings are lawful. Well, that's why I said if you consider the extended ones. But, like, goblins are lawful evil. Hobgoblins are lawful evil. Orcs are lawful evil. Orogs are lawful evil. Okay, Norkers aren't. Norkers aren't. Norkers are, I think, are chaotic evil. Kobolds are lawful evil. Bugbears are chaotic evil. There you go. Trying to learn to sketch an object. Oh, yeah. No, I understand. Well, hopefully you can get it to your satisfaction, little bunny. Norkers are mean to an unprepared party. Oh, I know. Well, of course. I always want my viewers to be able to succeed at the things they want to succeed at. Other than torturing me. That is something no one should succeed at. Oh, I know it changed up in future editions, Lord Canis. I do not remember what alignment Svarts are. I feel like they're lawful, but I do not remember them. I've never actually used them, so... All torture is great entertainment, worth every penny. There we go. Oh. Actually are using the chairs for chair thingies. Okay, let's turn this all the way around. Why is it so late already? 'Cause I'm not stopping. I'm going all night long. Alright, let's see. A little, I don't know, puff pastry or something out here on this table. And then get the chairs. I was kind of hoping that the chairs were going to be used for some sort of decoration. But it makes sense that they wouldn't be. There we go. And table. And other chair. There we go. Lego Marathon till 3 a.m. Not tonight. Maybe some other night, but probably not. Although I did get a lot of Lego on sale, so I may need to do something. Lorts and Nilbogs. I do not know what Lorts are, and I refuse to use Nilbogs. Nilbog is goblin spelled backwards. Arid Garden. I know. That is crooked. Alright, that's good enough. Get the Arid Garden sign in there, and get rid of that. Okay, next up. So we got the 3x3 cylinders here. Get... let's see, we need a 1x1 plate beneath the telescope. So, like, the reason why I don't have a problem with Skro being orcs spelled backwards is because it's not really treated as a joke. Whereas the original Nilbogs were clearly a joke. You know, reversed things. You know, things are reversed kind of thing. But you don't have that with Skro. They're just a different culture of an orc. So that's why I don't have a problem with Skro as a name. But yeah, I will never use Nilbogs. Ever, ever, ever. There we go, get a little planter back there, and a red birdie. He does not have anything on his head. Okay, get a little cardinal right there. Alright, spare parts. A white 1x1 cylinder plate with hollow stud. Okay. So that is going to wrap us up. We've basically gotten everything except for some outside stuff, the removable front, like the removable wing walls, and then the roofs. So that is pretty exciting. Go ahead and put that back there. Oh, and the two trees. The two trees. I really like the arid garden. Stop hitting things. Like those are lovely little little plants. Just find them neat because they're basically representatives of an extended goblinoid pantheon that Magluba yet can never fully dominate. I mean, I get it, but there's other things? I don't know, like Meriadar and stuff. This would look nice with the museum. Yeah, unfortunately it's not a modular. The original one was set up to function as a modular. You could see, if you go back and look at the original pictures, you can see the Technicols in the on the very sides. But they brought this one in a little bit on the sides so that you can't do that. If you and like the museum feels like, I'm just talking about it, little bunny. In fact, like, the museum doesn't quite work right next to other buildings, I feel like. I feel like it does need something on, like some little parklands or like you could do a modern art segments on either side. I think it would look really nice. All right, let's go ahead and do some minifigs before we wrap up tonight. I do need to make some, well, I do want to make some deities for Norkers and Kolinths, rather than just having them under Nomogia. Alright, I'm really feeling like we should be wrapping this one up soon, but keep going for now. Actually, hold on. Before we do that, get our friends back in. I think the set is just a little bit too big to have them on screen most of the time. But, let's see. Where are my dice? There they are. Alright, 17 needs a reroll. 3. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Start a prediction. Can all guess what is inside the minifig pack? Get your predictions in. Let's see. D20 says 2, so that would be the Scarecrow. We should have a Scarecrow left, at least. 3 for Bahamut. Lederhosen Lady. There shouldn't be any more Lederhosen Ladies. 9 for Ice Oven. That would be another Rock Climber. which I think we've gotten all the rock climbers, but there could be 6. I don't know. Scarecrow would be a decent choice for tonight. Yep. Well, we'll see. 5 for Not a Rogue AI. That would be the Islanders guy, which I'm beginning to think does not exist in this. Tonight's initial guess is a Minotaur plant videographer and a Leonin football star for Bahamut. I will give a little spoiler, a little hint on the next deity. It's a deity that Eric Boyd actually found in an old Polyhedron magazine, part of a contest. An orc deity called Merch, which has a wolf named Armeg. So that one is coming soon. Mergsh. M-E-R-R-G-S-H. Mergsh. Sealand's going for a Beholder bowling alley proprietor. But there's like his original... The description describes him as having a true form of a shadowy figure with glowing red eyes, and he hates... goblins, and of course goblins tend to ride wolves. So I'm inserting a little bit of a possibility that he's actually a goblin deity that defected to the Orcish pantheon. Alright, predictions are closed. Now, it's one of those things of like, maybe it's true, maybe it's not. That's how I'm phrasing it. Alright. And... go. What do we have down here? What is this? What is that? What is that piece? It's got to be a hair piece or something. Alright, I think I need to figure out another piece, because I do not know what the... Oh, wait. Is that one? No, that can't be what I think it is. Oh. Alright, I think I know. 42.76. I think we have another welder. I don't know if we've gotten 5 or 6 of those, but I think we have another welder. Let's see. If so, that is crazy. No! Oh, it was the bird! It is the Scarecrow. The bird threw me off. Alright, that's going to be a no. Choose the prediction outcome. That is a no. Alright. Lel Bunny getting all of the hams. Ice Oven going for within 20 seconds. Lord Canis and Kinshear going for 20 to 50. Shield of Hope going for 50 to 60. And Lel Bunny getting the hams with a no. Your dice got one right, yes. Your dice got one right. And we also got the appropriate figure for the set. You could put a little bow in there instead of the birdie. But yeah, Scarecrow not working so well because the crow is sitting there right on top of his head. That's what those long shot wagers are for. All right. Fun little torso. Nice decorations on the arms as well. I really like the bird on the hat. This is actually the same hat and bird as Tonto from the Lone Ranger movie that came out a number of years back. That flopped with Johnny Depp as Tonto. Alright, that is our second Scarecrow. There shouldn't be any more. Alright. So next up, we have monsters. A monster party. Alright, D6. 3, so we're going into the middle. Uh, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Shiny, shiny. Shiny, shiny, shiny. That is the crow from the Spelljammer game. Alright. Can Ald guess what is inside the minifig pack? Actually, I'm not sure if that's the same voice. I do not remember what voice I used for him. It's one reason why the crow has not returned. Appropriately for the monster set, your D20 says 13, so that would be the zombie businessman. 3 for Ice Oven, that would be the Brainiac Scientist. A Thasian Halfling Butcher, don't ask where the meat came from. Second guess, we have a Minotaur Hippie, Flower Child. Beholder NFL Referee, because the ones that they have now can't see anything. Not a Rogue AI also got a 3, that's the Brainiac Scientist guy. Mr. Brain. Oh yeah, I should also roll. I got a 5, so that is the Plant Man. We'll see if we get any of those. Rolls a Bahamut for 12. That would be the Frankenstein's Rocker, which there may not be any more in there. We've gotten 3 of them. I do not know how many there are. I think this is a set that has 2, 4, and 6 in various numbers, rather than 3 for everything, 4 for some, and 5 for others. Plant Man would fit. That would be appropriate. But go ahead and get your predictions in. Can I guess what is inside the minifig pack? You hope not again? What, you mean that? No, so they did experiment for a time with having 2 of some, 4 of others, and 6 of others. And I don't know when they started, and I don't know when they ended. The other set, the Series 11 that I have, I'm pretty sure was tampered with before I purchased it. So that's a little bit of a different situation. I don't think this one was, but we'll see. All right, predictions are closed. So let's go ahead and get going. All right. Okay. 6.4. We have the pirate captain. I felt his legs. It's one of the few times when feeling the legs actually does give it away, because he has a peg leg. Oh, you hope that I can't guess correctly. Well, I think you might be a little disappointed here. Let's see if it is indeed the pirate, who I'm pretty sure it is. It is! Oh, look! Oh, look! So that is 6.4. 6.4 seconds. Within 20 seconds, complete the prediction. And Seal and Mortar and Bahamut getting the hams. Very nice. Kinshir, Lord Canis, and Ice Oven going for 20 to 50. Shield of Hope going for 50 to 60. And Lel Bunny going for no. Yar. I be coming from the fog. Yar. I be coming to get me revenge. Although technically we weren't pirates, those of us coming to get revenge. But it doesn't matter, because it's a good visual, so yar, coming out of the fog to get ya. Just like Jamie Lee Curtis. Does that pirate come from across the sea, too? No. He was just a coastal pirate. I do really like the decoration on his outfit. It's really nice. It is a shame that it is so clearly in bad shape, because it'd be a great torso for an actual normal pirate. A non-zombie pirate, you could say. Not a big fan of these swords, honestly. I could always do without these swords. There we go. Alright. Let's check off the zombie pirate captain. Oh, Captain, my zombie captain. So these aren't Aztec pirates from across the waters? No, they're not. Does he look Aztec to you? I don't think so. Alright, so we have officially started in on the second half. Like, we have gotten through half of our minifigs here. Alright, so that is a 6. We're going down to the bottom register. And we're going for a 3. So 1, 2, and 3. And I have no more to put in, so I do not need to roll a d10 anymore. I will be instead rolling a d8 next time. Let's get my scale. And let's go ahead and start a prediction. Can all guess what is inside the minifig box? Get your predictions in. D12 says 10, so that would be the Lady of Pain. 5 for Bahamut. That would be the Halfling Druid. Undead Leonin Pirate Captain and a Beholder Ice Cream Vendor. Not a rogue AI going for an 8. That is Strahd von Zarovich. 5 for Isovan also. That is the Halfling Druid. Oh, I think it has the same birdie with the same printing. I had forgotten that. We'll see if we get that. Final guess is a Minotaur Garden Supplies Seller. It can't be a Minotaur and a seller. It can't be both a creature and part of a building. That's ridiculous. It's just plain ridiculous. All right, let me go ahead and get my scanner up. Oh yeah, and for those who haven't seen, there is a new Blacktron set coming next year, early next year, I think in January actually. It's already up on LEGO's website. It's pretty cool looking. I'm definitely excited. I know lots and lots of other people are. Would it be a Beholder Eyes Cream vendor? Oh, terrible. Not an eye scream vendor? Now you're reminded that there is a book that has stats for a PC Tassloy in the FR book for the area around Halrua. I think that there's some Tassloy 2nd edition stats in the Dragon magazine. Really going to stop a Minotaur from trying to be a seller? I'm just saying that he can't be a part of a building. So the Minotaur can't be a Schrodinger's Minotaur who is both supplied and the supplier? Alright. Predictions are closed, so let me go ahead and shake it first. Actually, let's get onto the page. Alright. Alright, I'm hearing a lot of pieces. I'm not hearing a cloak box. Alright, so I'm going to say the Dragonborn Paladin. Oops. Didn't mean to knock you over, lady. Let's go ahead and roll the Alright, that is 11. That needs to be re-rolled because that was Zostom, and it can't be Zostom. Alright, 12. It is saying Tasha. There is one Tasha left. Let's see what the weight is. 19.07. 19.07. That's pretty close to the... That's pretty close to the Dragonborn Paladin. I think that's what it is. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to say that the weight is the Dragonborn Paladin. Alright, let's see if that is correct. Dragonborn Paladin. Oh yeah. That is going to be a correct guess. Snow is nasty enough. The plows are coming through every 2 hours. Well, send some my way. I want snow. No one ever sends me snow. I feel very unloved. Alright, there we go. Okay, so that is a correct guess. Yes with guess. Complete the prediction. Bahamut getting a huge payout there. 20,000 hams. Holy cow. Shield of Hope and Lel Bunny going for yes with die roll. Seal and Mortar, Lord Canis and Ice Oven going for yes with weight. And Kinshir dropping a large number on no for some redistribution. That's a lot of hams. It is a lot of hams. Really should have been my hams, but, you know, it's fine. It's fine. I love this mace head. I hope they keep making this mace head and use it for some other castle stuff. It's a few. It's a few. One or two. Alright, let's get his horns in. There we go. Get the little tassel on. And get his shield on. Yeah, there we go. I love the shield design. It is very, very cool. Very, very cool. When it falls between two weights that are very close together to each other and all goes the wrong way with it, that could happen. That could happen. You don't think your cousins in Silver Spring want snow? Yes, they do. They clearly do. Give them snow. Give them snow, Kinshir. Let it be a white Christmas for them. I really do love this this mace head. I really want them to keep making this one in other colors and stuff like that. Very, very cool. This is a pretty easy one to swap the head out on, too. Might have to wait until we get some more, though. Alright, and spare parts. Gold 1x1 cylinder plate with hollow stud and a gold tooth horn element as extra. Could be a nice decorative element, yeah. Alright, so that is our second Dragonborn Paladin. Alright, but that is going to wrap us up for tonight. We will be back to continue our Botanical Garden next Friday, and I think I'm going to push to the end because I wanna finish. I wanna finish. It's a fun build. It's a lovely build, but I got other things to build too. And there is actually something that I want to build in January. So that, like, if I finish it up next week, then we can literally start January with that build that I want to do. So that would be pretty cool. We will be back tomorrow for some more Spelljammer. I am not going to be streaming any Xenoblade Chronicles 2 in the evening. All right, Tornroth, I'll go ahead and get that queued up. Let me see. So I will not be back tomorrow night for Xenoblade Chronicles 2 because it's just like we got only side questing stuff to do, and the main reason why I was doing the weekend Xenoblade streams was to get through some of that stuff, but that's all we have now, so I don't feel the need to stream Xenoblade Chronicles 2 on the weekend. I might do something else, not tomorrow, but like in the future. We'll see. Some of it's going to depend on like how long it takes to get more stuff. But yeah, we will be back for Xenoblade Chronicles 2 on Monday, and then more Lego building next Wednesday, which is Christmas night. So that will be fun. I do have some more Christmassy builds to build for Christmas. And of course, the week after that will be, the Wednesday after that will be New Year's night, and I am planning to stream that night too. So do tune in for those. So I want to thank you guys for coming on out. We'll go ahead and get this raid going. Playing through some Final Fantasy VI, it looks like. It says first playthrough, so do keep these spoilers free just in case. So I want to thank you guys for coming on out, and I shall see you next time. Raid message, we brought some cornflakes. Let's go ahead and raid now. See you next time, everyone.